I'd like to take this time to wish you happy holidays and a prosperous and successful 2026 when it comes. For many of us, this holiday season, we look forward to the merriment. We look forward to the food. We look forward to the gifts. We look forward to our friends and our family. Many of us, we anticipate the holiday season from a spiritual perspective and some from a cultural perspective. However, we look forward to this holiday when we get together with friends and family. We exchange gifts, we have laughter and food and drinks, and we share fond memories and love. But can I tell you about another set of people? These are the people, both young and old, that they're not looking forward to that merriment. They're not looking forward to the gifts. They're not looking forward to the laughter and their friends and their family. They are simply hoping that on that day, they will have something to eat. They will have something to put to their mouth. And then there are those that are hoping that on that day, they will have somewhere to lay their head. They're praying that a miracle will happen for them and they won't have to sleep on the streets, some of them in the cold. Today I'm here representing those people, the less fortunate, the disenfranchised, the vulnerable among us. Allow me to share with you a vision that I had a few weeks ago in November of 2025. And in this vision, there was a young girl, probably about anywhere between 9 and 11 years old, at most 12 years old in the vision. And she was tied to a column in a room. And she's crying, and there were adults going in and coming out, in and out. And myself and a couple that I know went in that room under disguise as if we're going in for the same reason as the others, because we were curious of, what's going on. And when we went in, there was this young girl, and she was so scared. Her eyes were closed tightly, as to she's expecting as the norm when someone comes in. And so when I touched her shoulder, she jumped and she opened her eyes and she closed it again. And I said, "It's okay." But we were pretending as though we were there for the reasons, as I said before, the others who have entered that room entered for. And we quickly devised a plan how to get this young girl out. And we did. She was very fearful. And as we got her out, now I'm on the street, and along the street there was a fence, but I could see, because it's a clear fence, those barbed wire kind of fence that make a separation, and on one side of the fence are those that are looking over on the other side of the fence and hoping to get rescued. And I heard a ray of hope, and I was awoken from that vision. I heard a ray of hope. And I got up, I wrote down that name, Ray of Hope. And the vision troubled me throughout the early part of the morning. And as the morning progresses, I went on my phone and I read something that really touched my heart. And for some reason, I decided I was going to call this person, this lady. And so I took my phone and I called this lady. And when I called her, she answered the phone. She opened the line, but she did not say a word, but I heard crying. I heard sobbing on the other end, and I said, "What's going on? Why are you crying? What's going on?" And she said, "My heart is breaking." And she started telling me what's going on. And as she explained to me the reason for her tears or agony, I started crying as well. And I said, "Please stop." Because the vision came back to me. And I said, "Oh my God, I don't know why I called you. But when I tell you that she was truly crying, in agony, as if someone had died for her." And she explained to me what's happening. And she gave me a story about a young girl. And that's when I told her about my vision that had this young girl. And immediately I knew what I had to do. Immediately I knew what I had to do. And I said to her, "I'm going to start a foundation. And the name is the Ray of Hope. I'm going to start a foundation, and the name is the Ray of Hope." And I called my daughter and I said, "I need you to create a logo for me." And we worked on that. The reason why I share this vision with you is not because I want to share a vision, but it's a call to action. Come 2026, I will be embarking on an advocacy. I can't tell you that I have all the answers and I know exactly how I am going to do it, but I have already started. And I need your help. Ray of Hope need your help. So wherever you see this sign, wherever you will see this logo, it's a call to action. It's a call to you for action. I will need your support. I've already started. And Ray of Hope will be advocating and catering for the less fortunate, the vulnerable, the disenfranchised among us. But I can't do it alone. I can't do it on my own. I need you. And I will be taking you along with me every step of the way while maintaining the dignity of those that will be the recipients of these aid. These people will be from all walks of life. However, I will be focusing on Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Ghana, but not limited to. Already, I have identified some schools in Nigeria where I will be purchasing school shoes for children from ages 3 years and up. I invite you to be a part of that journey, to be a part of this dynamic movement where we can say, "I help. I did not turn my back on my brother or my sister. I did not turn my back on a hungry person." I want you to also know that there are times when there will be no camera rolling in order to maintain the dignity of people. It's not the fact that someone is sleeping on the street why he or she should be denied the respect that they deserve. It's not the fact that someone doesn't have food on their table or shelter over their head why they should not be respected and their dignity should not be maintained. So there are times when the cameras won't be rolling, and yet there are times that it will be rolling, because I want to take you along with me. I want to take you on those journeys. I want you to see where your help is going. As I said before, I will need your help. Everything. I will be creating a GoFundMe, also PayPal, $1, $2, 50 cents, whatever it is, 1,000, 150, 20, whatever it is. I'm pleading to you, come 2026, let's get this moving, and you will be a part of it every step of the way. Everywhere I go, I will take you with me so you can see what you are doing, where your money is going. But we're going to be doing great things for those that need us the most. Those that could not afford a meal during Christmas. I'm hoping that in 2026, Christmas, they will be able to have a meal. I'm hoping that 2026, December, they will be able to have a laugh like we did. They will be able to look forward to a gift. And the tears are coming because there was a time in my life when I didn't have that. I didn't have that. I couldn't look forward to that. I had a roof over my head. There were times when it just wasn't there. And yes, it might not have been as terrible as those that I have seen when I went to Nigeria the other day. But it was there. There were times when I didn't have shoes on my feet. There were times when I had only 2 underwear. And so I know how that can feel. Again, maybe not to the extent. And so God has given me a mandate, the ray of hope. And I can't do this alone. And I know that the destiny helpers are out there. The destiny helpers are already in place. But I'm doing my part to appeal, to speak to the hearts of the destiny helpers, to speak to your heart. If you can spare $1, $5, $10, $20, whatever it is that you can spare, Ray of Hope needs it. The less fortunate among us, wherever in the world they are, because the Ray of Hope will not be confined to one geographical location. We will be everywhere. And we need you. We need your help. If you need more information, reach out to me wherever you see this video post, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and WhatsApp. Reach out to me. I am Georgia Peterkin. Reach out to me. And I'll be happy to. If you want to come on board, I welcome you. I welcome you. I can't do this alone. I welcome you. I welcome you. We've got work to do. And there are a lot of people, young children, teenagers, adult, families where the father doesn't have a job, the mother doesn't have a job, a single parent home, be it a mother or a father. They're waiting on us. They're waiting on us. Thank you for watching to the end. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. I look forward to working with you every step of the way, and every cent count. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a wonderful rest of the season and a prosperous, blessed, and protective 2026 to come. Bye-bye.